as well.
Indeed. It is time for the very first match. Hype in the chat, guys. We're going to jump into the first set. It's pre-bans. Chaps, take it away.
All right, so pre-ban phase. SEIISHIZO got the first pick, so he probably is going to pick Sierra right there without his Diana, though, so maybe shifts it up to having the Hathor right there. Rectal being pre-banned on the side of Rosie. He can't pick that one in the first match. And we're off to the picking phase. The first pick, Hathor, right away.
It's not a Sierra, it's a Hathor, but this also doesn't really surprise us. He really likes utilizing the Sierra when he has his Gianna, but we see ROSITH responding with a Sierra and a Ganymede. This is looking already pretty different to yesterday's matches. We're seeing the very common response to a Hathor first pick, that is Sierra and Ganymede.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have SEIISHIZO with both the Hathor and the Ganymede, because these monsters, they knock you down so badly. Now he pairs it up with the Vanessa Okeanos, another speed lead, more speed than the Sierra, and then Okeanos to say like, you're gonna bring a monster that is very strong with the skills. I'm gonna reset you probably on Swift. So Rosie gives up some protection with the Fran, probably gonna lock it in, and we have the last one, the fourth one is gonna be, wow, he took some time there. It is a Daphnis.
Yeah, we remember from last year, he loves that Daphnis paired up with the Elenoa, the light polar queen, but SEIISHIZO doesn't waste any time. He's going for the Chivu and the Savannah right away to round up his draft. SEIISHIZO's draft is looking very speedy and very scary right now. He's going for the speed with the Chivu and the Okeanos, and he's packing 2 speed leaders. Rosie is gonna have to do something. Like, he has to pick a speed leader right now if he wants to contest the speed at all, or maybe he is gonna give up the speed and go for this turn 2.
And Rosie definitely taking his time, picking up the Masha as the last pick, and SEIISHIZO picking monsters so quickly, it shows that he did his homework very well. He prepared these 5 monsters, he knew probably what Rosie was gonna pick, and he goes for the first turn. And with the Daphnis on the board on the side of Rosie, that can be very scary. So Rosie answers with the Masha, showing, okay, maybe you can take away my Daphnis, but there's still a lot of threat on the side of my Masha. And if you take away Daphnis, there's gonna be my second turn and onwards. Maybe with 3 monsters, it would still be very, very deadly. So here we go, the first fight of the day, SEIISHIZO against Rosie. Could be the finals, it is our first match. Yes. Who gets the first turn? It's gonna be the SEIISHIZO.
It is the Savannah is moving even faster than the Okeanos, and she is off will. This is a very, very fast Savannah coming in from SEIISHIZO. I think the Okeanos will be following it up. This S2 is gonna be very crucial.
Yeah, this second skill going on the Fran, being resisted though by the Hathor, moving, very nice speed tuning, and the Gani and the Fran are gonna be locked for a couple of turns. 2 turns sleep. There's the Daphnis not doing that much damage, but usually last year we've seen it being on a big violence set. And there, wow, it is already gone, this Vanessa.
Yep.
Third skill of the Savannah. Armor break on everyone. Okeanos doing a lot of damage.
God, but missing that stun on the Masha, but that might not be so important. The Ganymede is going down. Okeanos has another turn. The team has the speed buff, so the Savannah will be lapping the enemy, and it's suddenly Tomb of Roses monsters gone from the table.
Wow, what an explosive start of this prelim day today. So Rosie taking away the Vanessa pretty quickly, but there was so much damage on the side of SEIISHIZO with the third skill on the Savannah and Okeanos. This Okeanos has some really nice artifacts with the last skill, though doing a lot of damage. It works very well with these artifacts. And then also, this one was not on a speed HP build. There is some damage in this Okeanos.
Definitely, and I now understand why the Savannah moved first. It was to set up that armor break for the Okeanos S3, and it worked wonders this game.
Yeah, really giving some props on SEIISHIZO on this preparation, setting it up for the Hathor with 2 single target strippers.
Wow, wow. I mean, you talked about SEIISHIZO's speed at the beginning there, but that was over lightning quick, Ulti. That was insane.
That was indeed insane. We saw that Okeanos and Savannah, they were both off will, but who needs will when you have the speed that SEIISHIZO is packing on those monsters?
Yeah, I mean, DGP as well, you mentioned that, you know, Rosie there, SEIISHIZO seemed to have a game plan from the get-go. How much is his experience there playing a big, you know, and presuming the picks that Rosie's going to make there, impacting his decisions when picking his own lineup?
Yeah, I think this was indeed a game of experience, where SEIISHIZO knows, okay, maybe Vanessa's going to be nuked, but I have so much damage pack, I have so much control pack with the Hathor Okeanos. You can take away my Vanessa. I don't really care. And in the next fight, we're going to have to see a lot of adjustments for Rosie.
Okay, it's all on this one. Rosie has to win this to remain in the winner's bracket. Chaps, pre-bans, set 2. Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to see Rosie taking away that Vanessa, maybe to be able to contest the speed, because he saw that Savannah and Okeanos were not on Will, and he might be able to utilize that this game.
That is a very good point. That is a very good point indeed. So last game, the speed leads got banned as well. So SEIISHIZO banned the Sierra on the side of Rosie, and the Chiwu probably would move first, also being banned. And Chiwu probably would move even before the Savannah. So that would already be a very big setup. So it was a good ban on the side of Rosie, but he was probably outdrafted already. We see a Sierra and the Hathor being pre-banned this game. We can see Rakdo, we can see Gianna now.
I think we're gonna see a Ganymede coming in from ROSITH, and he definitely doesn't want to give the Gianna Sierra combo to SEIISHIZO, so he chooses to pre-ban. He cannot pre-ban the Gianna this turn, so he's going for the Sierra. As predicted, Rosie is going for the Ganymede, and SEIISHIZO snags the Fran and Gianna that he loves so much.
And wow, SEIISHIZO answers really quickly again. So he did his homework, and this is also showing to Rosie, putting pressure on him. I did my homework, you do your Ganymede, but I already knew you were gonna pick Ganymede. So this is a lot of pressure on the side of Rosie. Last year's winner, he has to show this, otherwise after, this is already match point for SEIISHIZO.
Yes, true that, and I really love this Vanessa Okeanos pickup. He is taking those 2 units that SEIISHIZO picked last game away from him, and he's saying, I have these units runed up, and we talked about how crazy Rosie's runes are, and this time paired up with a 33 speed lead, he's very much so going in for that first turn.
Yeah, that is a very good point. And then there's SEIISHIZO answering with the Water Monkey King, with the Shiho, and with the Amelia. So he leaves open the Bulwark, which is a monster that we've seen him pick very often as well, paired up with the Amelia. So he packs 2 immunity, and he packs some damage and some control on the side of the Shiho. With the Gianna moving first on his team, if it would not be reset, stunning a lot of things with the Gianna and the Shiho. So it leaves up open quite some monsters on the 5th pick, and Rosie says another first turn potential. I show you Athena, Speed Awakening, really really can be built very fast with the Chiwu, another speed lead.
We saw this morning in the APAC Cup Athena doing wonders, and let's see if Rosie's Athena will be able to do something similar. SEIISHIZO is rounding off his draft with a Verde Hill. He's not showing any speed leads besides Fran, so I definitely think that Rosie is taking first turn, but let's see if he will be able to utilize that.
Yeah, I'm really curious, if you ban this Shiho or Gianna, do you have enough damage on the side of SEIISHIZO, or are you just saying, do you have enough sustain to come back from my first turn composition with the Chiwu being banned? Not a lot of strippers anymore on the side of Rosie, just 2 single target strippers, and there is a lot of AoE immunity on the side of SEIISHIZO. So match point on the side of SEIISHIZO. Let's see how this game goes. Athena taking first turn, has to do 3rd skill because there is a lot of will on the side of SEIISHIZO.
That is such a fast Gianna, even without a speed lead, almost matching up to the speed lead. This is not gonna be a stun on the Gianna, but a increased cooldown coming in from Ganymede, but 2 S3s used on Gianna, and she's still looking healthy. And the big resist coming in on Fran, letting her do the 3rd skill and proc into an attack break to the Athena. Things are looking great for SEIISHIZO right now.
That's a really big resistance on the side of Fran, because he has attack buff right now. This Gianna is obviously reset, but still doing quite some damage with the skill 1, and then there's Vert that is gonna make him laugh quite a lot. So that was a pretty big resistance, and there's Ethna being able to move again, trying again. Are you gonna stun this time?
Let's see. She does
Yes.
get the stun, and we know that Gianna is... Oh, we're seeing a little bit of a connection error, and we're back shortly. That was the quickest error fix that I've seen in my life. And yeah, not much has happened since there, but what I was trying to say is that we know the Gianna is on Swift, so once you stun her, she is never proccing out, but because of the S2 giving herself some additional turns, she's going to be able to... Oh my god, that's a huge revenge coming in from Verde. I cannot even talk because this is an explosive game.
It is a really explosive game, and that revenge, like you said, it is really huge. The Verd at the start, it didn't show that much attack power. It's probably on triple revenge, so it's really, really risky to use your AoE skills on the side of Rosie.
We see a violent proc
again.
coming in from Etna, so it's not a despair Etna as we're used to seeing, but a violent one. We have to keep that in mind for the future games.
And it is a very fast, violent one. Rosie has really been in Dragons often, showing Daphnis last year on violent.
Another crucial revenge, but violent Ethna is showing us why she is amazing. She's taking out the Gianna, but it's not over for SEIISHIZO still.
It's definitely not over yet. There's still a lot of sustain, but the damage that he brings out, is it enough? Is this third packed with some crit damage? Is this third packed with some attack on slot 6? Or is it more one to basically against the Chiwu and against other AoE skills to be able to control and disrupt the composition?
Vanessa is taken down, and it's 3 against 3 right now. Things are looking way more equal than just a second ago. That
Whoa,
Ethna, another proc.
proc.
This Ethna is... She wants to win this match and take it to a game 3.
She definitely wants to show us some extra games today. This Ethna proc a lot of turns in a row. And there's not a dot on the first kill, but there is a lot of damage already. And the fact is that Ethna also already went down. So Fran is reset, can't heal up, but with Verd going, there's a lot of turn cycling. And Amelia also provides a little bit of heal right now. So is the team composition of Rosie enough?
Fran survives that last hit.
Wow.
That's crazy. And SEIISHIZO is saying, if you can proc, I can proc. All 3 of his units, oh sorry, the 2 of his units are proccing violent, and things are not looking great for Rosie right now. He's 1 against 3, and that Ganymede won't be able to do anything, and Rosie gives up on the match.